Hi, this is Jess. You're watching DITV. I am here with Dr. David Holder from Liberty University. David, thank you so much for being with me today.
Thank you for having me.
All right, let's talk a little bit about what your position is at Liberty University, what you teach, and what your experience has been.
I'm a professor in the School of Education, and I teach learning technologies to teachers, training, etc. And I've been involved with DI here at Global Finals for about 4 years now.
All right, so you've been to Global Finals a couple of times. Tell me a little bit about what makes these kids different and what makes this event so special.
They're different because they're encouraged to think differently. And it's not just a cliche, it's a true expression of the environment itself. Other programs, after school programs, etc., they have, hey, can you figure out how to put this puzzle together? Well, there is no puzzle. There is no box. There is no real way of doing it. There's just simply a challenge, and then how the kids solve it, how they engage with it, is up to them and their team and their own imaginative process. To see the solutions that the kids come up with on their own, and then have to execute all the different elements of this STEAM cycle, from science, the technology, using all the different tools and equipment, engineering and mathematics. They may not even be aware that they're engaging those things, but they are. They're using them in a very real way and solving them, and then even with the artistic expression added into it, it's just an amazing and wonderful environment for bringing these kids together and allowing them to do something that they can do innately. And it's a very hard process, it's a very difficult process, and it takes a lot of hard work and discipline. And those are amazing things that our kids can learn at a young age. And the competition helps push them forward to do it and to achieve what it is they set out to do.
So we talk a lot here at DI about 21st century skills and 21st century learning, that sort of outside of the box thinking, collaboration, teamwork, communication, those types of things. Tell me how you see those types of skills that kids are learning here at DI really benefiting them as they move forward into the workforce.
Yeah, that's one of the problems in education today, in that we champion 21st century skills all the time, but we assess something else. We assess a very granular rote recall of information, not necessarily a manipulation or usage of that information. And this environment has a perfect example, or is a perfect example of bringing those concepts together, where they can use all these different pieces that they've learned and put it together in a new and unique way. And that's exactly what they have to do when they get to the workplace, or even in a collegiate environment, or anywhere where they're involved in having to solve modern problems with life. We're preparing them for careers and skills that don't exist today. And so by allowing them to solve a challenge and to build and do these things in an environment where there is this great unknown how they're going to do it, it's going to be the same for the workplace that they get to in the future. How are you going to build that building with materials that we haven't even invented yet? So they'll have the confidence and the self-assuredness that they can tackle this problem through hard work and discipline and in the process. It's awesome and amazing to be a part of.
Are skills like project management, time management, those kinds of things that maybe kids aren't getting in a normal classroom environment. Think about, a regular team project that maybe lasts a week or two. Maybe they're not really delving into those sort of long-term project management and completion skills. How important is that?
Yeah, they have to solve relationship problems in these group projects as they engage in the different challenges as their team. They have personality traits that they have to overcome, and I've actually watched a few epic failures where the team melts down. They haven't got it together, but more often than not, they power through it for the common cause, the common good. And a lot of times they have to set their own pride aside, their own the way they wanted to do it for the betterment of the team. And that is an amazingly powerful lesson to learn at such a young age, and then to reproduce it over and over as they go through the different levels, all the way up through college. But that ability alone is worth the process. And I don't really see that with a lot of the other programs, and it seems to be unique to the DI. I refer to it as the DI effect. Is this unique environment where we bring all these different pieces together and the group work and working with each other, preparing them for the world of tomorrow.
Most important, excuse me.
Hold on, you don't pick up.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Most important question, Dr. David Holder. I heard that you had Dr. Chuck Cadle, CEO of Destination Imagination, as a student. Tell us what that was like.
It was interesting. I honestly didn't know who he was, and I had worked as a judge in Texas for the Texas DI, just on the state level and the regional level. And so in one of my learning technology classes that we teach, he was in there, and I was telling them about DI. And at the break, he was like, "Were you doing that just because I was in here?" And I'm like, "Who are you?" "Oh, you're wearing a DI shirt. You must be involved with it." Turns out he ran it. He's the CEO. And we became pretty good friends during that process. And it's a friendship that I've treasured and deeply valued.
That's fantastic. David, thank you so much for being with me today.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for watching DITV.